Swami Ramatirth was a really good friend of Swami Purna. And you're Swami Purna right now. He's sitting right next to me. So Swami Ramatirth was a renunciate. He was a great mathematician who worked at a university, I believe in Bombay. And one day he decided to renounce the world and kind of wander and travel across the world and do talks, songs with people and talk about spirituality. And one of his famous quotes was, and I don't remember the exact language or the Sanskrit verse or the Hindi words that he used, but he said something like this: "Oh God, please do whatever you want with me. Put me in the fire. You put me in the fire, and I will come out as pure gold. Wherever you put me, I will see you there, and I will face you." So he had this intensity about him that he didn't care what situation he was put in. He would come out of that situation as pure 24 karat gold. And that was a way of looking at life where, in a sense now, nothing can go wrong with you, because every problem becomes that opportunity that Josh said. Every single problem. And so you may have some worry and fear, but in the background you're thinking, yes, this is my chance to develop courage, to develop love, to develop compassion, to develop understanding, to develop faith. Like so many different opportunities in every day. Like let's say you're in the midst of there's a huge virus spreading across the planet, as an example. And everyone is panicking and worrying and sort of caught in this sort of downward spiral of depression. And you say thank you to this virus. And literally, you're almost like, bowing to the virus, saying thank you. You're testing my courage and the ability for me to establish a stable mind amidst a difficult situation. Let's see how I do over the next, let's say it's a 2-year thing, over the next 2 years. This is my great challenge to try to maintain stability of mind, to maintain confidence, to maintain the feeling of service, that who in this world needs my help, rather than me needing help from other people, how can I help others to lift their spirits up? So instead of sitting in my room and worrying about the virus, I say to myself, I have faith that whatever happens, whether my body gets the virus or not, that is indeed meant to be. And I will walk through that nobly, fearlessly, courageously. Like, that's a powerful statement to make, rather than becoming a victim of the virus. Now, there is a tricky thing about that, which is if you're watching the news every day that worries about a virus and what could go wrong, that can rub off on you. So what I'd suggest a person do, if a person really wants to stay stable, is to do activities that uplift their consciousness every single day, versus put their consciousness into fear. So you want to attune yourself with, let's say, read stories about people who are courageous. Let's say you find a story of someone who lived during the Spanish flu?
Oh, yeah.
1917 to 18 or something like that. Read about a biography of someone who lived through that and lived courageously. Read through a story about a person who lived through the Holocaust and survived, and not only that, but rescued many people out of that, which there are many stories about that too. Read about the heroes who went through what normal people would crack under those situations, but they were heroes, and they ended up actually being great servants of the people who were in pain and suffering. Read stories of Mother Teresa, of Gandhi, people who thrived in very difficult situations, who made it as an opportunity for their spiritual growth, as opposed to a period of time where they would just complain. Right? Either way you could go.